Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Sassy Funke and I'm a Nigerian travel and lifestyle content creator. In today's video, I am going to be walking you through my experience arriving at the Lagos International Airport in early September 2021. I want to share with you what my experience was and what exactly you should expect when landing at Lagos International Airport. If you're a long-time subscriber, you will know that I released a similar video to this in December 2020. But I think, we're due an update now. Hence the reason why I am creating this video. If you have arrived at the Lagos National Airport in recent weeks or months, I would love for you to share your own experiences in the comment section below, just to know, was it smooth? Was there drama? Did it take a really long time to pass through immigration and whatnot? So yes, in this video, I will walk you through every single element of arriving at the airport, what exactly to expect, and my own personal experience. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and help me get to 50,000 subscribers. Like, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget also to give this video a huge thumbs up. Let's start with landing in Lagos. I flew in with Lufthansa and we arrived at approximately, I believe, 4:30 p.m. Lufthansa disembarked us row by row due to COVID. And because I was traveling premium economy, it wasn't long before my daughter and I were able to disembark. We walked that long journey, I'll call it the Lagos Airport Mile, towards the Port Health Authority, which is the first official point or desk that you will meet. Because I was traveling with my toddler, with my buggy, my hand luggage, my cabin luggage, some officials noticed me and ushered me to use the priority line, which meant that I was attended by a Port Health official right away. I was actually keen at this point to see whether or not the processes at the airport were a bit lax. Were they still going to check my PCR test and my 7-day test payment with the same rigor as they did in December 2020? Well, they actually checked for the documents and checked it thoroughly. So I was quite impressed. The only thing was that they didn't request to see permit to travel for my daughter. If you remember watching my previous videos, you will know that I was unable to generate a permit to travel for my daughter. And because she's just 19 months, I think that's probably the reason why they didn't care to check. But typically you're meant to actually register for all passengers, regardless of whether they have to pay for a COVID test or not. I know right now, NCAA actually put out a notice to airlines that they're having an issue with the NITP, the Nigerian International Travel Portal, and that they basically advise the airlines to allow passengers to travel into the country if they're unable to generate the QR code, which they will have to do on arrival in Nigeria. I would definitely advise you that if you can generate your QR code and your 7-day testing before you land in Nigeria, do it, because it's gonna make the process landing hectic for you if you have to do it at the border in Nigeria. So as I was saying, I was actually impressed that they checked thoroughly through my documents, because we know with Nigeria, processes always start great and they fall by the wayside. So I was happy to see that since December, they still had the same level of rigor when it came to checking documents at the airport. Leaving the Port Health Authority desk. Because I had a buggy with me, I was ushered to use the wheelchair ramp to immigration, which was actually the immigration queue for non-Nigerians or people that are applying for visa on arrival. Getting to the front of the line, I was attended to straight away. I was told to give my passports in. Some things, some processes happened there. I was then told to head over to another official at the the end of the station where all the desks were, towards the end, where I was attended to by an official, which I realized actually attends to people who have expired passports and who have emergency travel certificates. He attended to 2 people before me, a lady who had a emergency travel certificate and a guy who came in with an expired passport. And it was actually interesting overhearing the conversations that he was having with them. I guess this was the stress Nigerians with expired passports experience when they land in Lagos. Perhaps I'll do another video on the conversation that I overheard, and we can talk about that in a separate video. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to. The official then asked me what was wrong. I said nothing. I think people are naturally redirected to him when they have ETCs or expired passports. So he was wondering why I was there. But I think I was ushered to him because it was probably a fast track in terms of getting me processed quicker, given that I had a baby with me. He asked me a few questions with regard to where I was traveling from. He also asked for me to show my 7-day tests, which I gave to him. And I believe he also asked to see my permit to travel, or maybe one of the two, but he asked for a document. He then proceeded to do a few things on his computer and then asked me to put my index finger onto a fingerprint scan. Then proceeded to take a picture of my face, after which he let me and my daughter go. Now we were in the baggage reclaim hall at Lagos International Airport. The first thing I did here was to head over to get a trolley. Trolleys are not free at Lagos, so I knew this would be an issue already because I actually didn't have any Naira cash with me. And based on previous trips, I don't recall that they actually accept card payments. So I was a little bit wary how I was going to get the money from. Lo and behold, when I got there, they didn't have a point of sale terminal to take card payments. They were not accepting transfers either, which I offered to do. And the lady said they were not accepting transfers because a lot of times the transfers they find out never actually go through, and they were losing money. Luckily enough, there was a lady behind me on the queue that overheard that I didn't have enough cash. And this incredible lady actually offered to pay for my trolley, which was incredibly nice of her. I offered to pay her back her money by transfer, to which she responded that many people had been generous to her in the past, so she was happy to help me. I believe this lady's name was Pastor Vera. I want to use this medium to actually thank you, Pastor Vera, for your incredible kindness. Kindness like yours truly helps reinforce the good that is in the world and the good that is in Nigerians. Something we don't often talk about or see publicly. So thank you. I then made my way to the conveyor belt with the trolley assistant. As I was waiting, I actually realized that the trolley I had opted for would not be able to take all my check-in luggage and my car seat. So I decided I needed to take extra cash out of the cash machine. There was actually a cash machine in the baggage reclaim area, but it wasn't working. So the trolley assistant said to me that I should not worry, that once I step out of sort of the customs area, there'll be a cash machine outside that I can withdraw money and pay them, but they will swap the trolley for me in the meantime and I'll pay them later. So whilst I was waiting for my luggage, which was labeled priority, and typically sometimes priority luggage actually is, for some airlines, they take your luggage off the conveyor belt and put it into like a separate area that is like cordoned off, right? But this wasn't the case for my Lufthansa flight. I picked my luggage quite quickly off the conveyor belt, and then I realized that my car seat, because it was oversized luggage, was going to come from a different outlet. So I headed off to a corner that I believed was where it typically comes from, and there was absolutely nothing waiting there. So I asked an official, this guy, where is the oversized luggage? And he said, oh, maybe it's still on the tarmac. And I was like, can you please help me check? So he basically said, asked me what I was looking for. I said a car seat, and he very nicely actually went to the tarmac and searched for my car seat. A few minutes later, he came back with my car seat, which I was incredibly happy about. Of course, he then proceeded to ask me for if I had some cash, which I responded I had no cash, but thank you very much. What I loved about him, to be honest, is that he wasn't very pushy at all. When I said that, I said, don't worry, next time I'll find you something. He wasn't pushy, just said, okay, I should have a great day, and he left. Once I received all my luggage, the trolley assistant that was helping me with my trolley then asked for me to give him something for him to give to customs so that customs would not, basically stress us. I was like, something for what? And it was like, oh, what do you have in your bag? I was like, I just have my personal items. He was like, well, that is best to give something to give customs. I said no, that customs can open all my suitcases today, that I have time. So we then made our way towards customs. And my tactic always is never to look, eye contact with any customs official. So I was literally just walking straight, but they basically called my trolley assistant and told him to come to the side, which I had to follow him. And they took us like the proper corner. Not even typically they would just talk to me at the entrance of meeting customs, but they actually like took me to like inside the corner. They actually have a lot of space there to search people. I never noticed that corner before. And the customs officer asked me what was in my luggage, which I said personal effects. And he was like, well, this luggage here, I should open it. And I was like, no wahala. So I opened my luggage, and it was the one where I laid down all my new Lululemon sports bras just on there. And when he saw it, he was like, it's okay. That he doesn't want to go through my personal things. I should close it. Anyway, I closed it, and he said, sister, what do you have for me? I said, I have alafia. I have joy for you. That's what I have for you. So that's a tactic, guys. Maybe you should start laying all your suitcases with like your pata and bra and whatnot. And, and they won't stress you. That's a tactic. Trust me, use it. Yeah. So when he let us go, I made my way towards the exit and tried to get some money from the cash point for my luggage. The extra bit I had to pay for my luggage trolley, The cash points, there were 2 cash points there. They were not working, right? So that was the end of that. So right at the exit of after customs, I was met with some Nigerian officials who actually check your baggage tags. It's super, super important to keep your baggage tags with you because every single luggage you have, they will check to make sure it is yours. I absolutely love this security feature at Lagos Airport, and every single time that I travel to the airport, they have been consistent with how rigorous they actually check every single item. So kudos for that, because that is something that I've seen over the years, that there is no fault. Like literally, your people have been working so hard at ensuring that nobody steals anybody's luggage, which is great. After the checks were made, we made our way to the car park. I believe now they're sort of like working on a different part of the airport. So we had to take a different route to actually to leave to go to the car park, because your family and friends cannot meet you at the terminal door. They have to meet you at the car park. So we had to maneuver that sort of like walk there. Upon meeting my family at the car park, I was able to give the trolley person the extra money for the extra sort of top up I had to pay for the trolley. After all that long walk, I'm literally sweating. So be prepared to sweat a lot once you land in Lagos. Oh, happy to be back though. I really hope you guys enjoy that video. So guys, I really hope this video has been super useful. I hope it makes you feel confident about traveling and arriving and navigating Lagos International Airport. Like, if it's been a great video and you've loved it, like, leave a comment and just say, Sassy, I loved it. Yes, you loved it. You loved the content. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.